Hello there, guys. Chelsea draws with Manchester United 1-1. For me, I think it's a bit of a disappointing result. Um, should have really put Manchester United to the sword. And to be fair to Manchester United, they created lots of chances and they could have scored. Although, they sat deep as expected and played a lot of long balls in behind. But for me, like I said, football is not all about short passes, it's not all about tiki taka. It's not a mono style sort of game. Every team is allowed, in my opinion, to come with their own style of play. When they want to play counter press and you want to play having four banks of four, that's that's good for you. If you can win or get the points that you want playing that style of football, then that's brilliant in my opinion for you. Just a dominated possession, dominated corner counts. Jackson really, really wasn't in the game that much. And then Manchester United got the penalty. Um, though in the first half, Manchester Chelsea were denied the penalty. So there you have it. Although people say the contact was minimal, but should have been a penalty. Same thing as well. If there was any contact, 'cause I did think Robert Sanchez got two things about the penalty against Chelsea. First, I did think Robert Sanchez got a touch on the ball, but secondly, Robert San Garnacho was moving away from sorry, Rasmus Højlund was moving away from goal. So all he had to do was guard him and see him out. But what he did, he just dived in. But I think he got a touch on the ball, but the penalty was given. Wasn't particularly a good penalty per se, but by the way it was struck or how hard it was struck or how far it was placed in the corner, but Sanchez went the wrong way, and whenever I score a penalty, score a penalty. But what I can say for the team is they showed good strength of character to get back in the thick of things, and I think in a couple of minutes got the equalizer from Caicedo, who in my opinion I think is the man of the match for me, and I think he was man of the match on the day as well. But for me, he was also the man of the match. He played very well. Lavia was okay, but wasn't too good. And let's talk about Gusto. I know everyone now want to criticize Malo Gusto and say how he didn't play very well and all that. But for me, and I was complaining about him in the game as well, but I'm a bit sympathetic to Robert Gusto, to Malo Gusto. Firstly, Malo Gusto is an offensive, marauding fullback. You know, fullback, your typical fullback that would bomb down the channels, that will run out wide, to support his fullback, but to support his winger. But he's been made to invert, and that inverting thing takes away from his key superpower, his key ability, what how he can contribute to the game. So I think he really struggled, in that inverted sort of fullback role. So for me, so he didn't have a good game, but I understand why he didn't have a good game. And for me, I was sympathetic to, you know, to his plight, So, but I think again, the same issues that I raised in several matches is the sluggishness in the build up. You can play out from the back, with a bit more, energy, a bit more aggression on the ball. But the positive you can take out of this game, one is Chelsea is on fourth spot on goal difference ahead of Aston Villa, on goal difference ahead of Arsenal. So that's good. At least you're in top four, but would have been in third spot, if you had won this game. So, um, missed out on opportunity. It was there. Aston Villa got smashed by Spurs 4 goals to 1. So even having scored first, I think they scored the first goal Aston Villa, but they end up losing that game. So this was an opportunity for Chelsea to really stick a claim in that top four spot by being third and pushing Nottingham Forest to fourth spot. But still happy that at least we're in the fourth spot and maybe that's some sign of progress. But for me, should have won this game. This is a game we would have won. I think Manchester United would be the happier side of the two. The way they set up, and I'm watching the game, I said the only way this game opens up is if Chelsea scores the first goal. And what I was hoping and praying that didn't happen. actually did happen, which was Manchester United getting the first goal. Because I expected then they would defend even more resolutely, and then Chelsea would push up and put more pressure on the ball and leave even more spaces in behind, and then you concede, and then you concede a goal on the counter, 2-0 up, and that would be a struggle to even get the point. So not super pleased with the point, but I'll take it. Like I said, sometimes in life you expect something. Maybe you expect £1 million and then you get £500,000. Okay, you know what I was expecting, but yeah, I'll make do. So, um, accept it, take the point. Should have done a lot more better, and I think sometimes um, Enzo Maresca should tweak tactics a bit to get the fullbacks really, bombing down the channels to give the inverted wingers the opportunity to actually drive into the box a bit more and have the additional width outside. So, Mikhailo Mudrik came in for the last 20 minutes of the game. And me, he came in for the last 20 minutes of the game. He and Enzo Fernandez came in the last 20 minutes of the game. And for me, that's something I was saying because I could see on the bench when Enzo Maresca was trying to get them ready to come on. I was saying, please, guys, don't concede a goal before these guys get on, because I could see the tactical change he wanted to make. And in true Chelsea fashion, that's when the penalty was considered. And Bruno Fernandes scored, but thankfully Chelsea got back and won 1. But now again, I want to talk about VAR. Did they actually check that penalty? Well, penalty was given, but did they check it? Because for me, it felt like Robert Sanchez got a touch on that ball, and it shouldn't have been a penalty, in my opinion. So, I wonder what your thoughts are on the game. Whilst you're on the channel, please do subscribe to this channel, and click the notification bell as well, so you're notified each time I put a video up on the channel as well. And on Monday, there'll be the Premier League recap show where I will be showcasing, and hopefully with some panelists as well, talking about all the big games and all the results in the Premier League from this game week 10. So after game week 10, Chelsea in fourth spot. Not too bad, not too bad, given what we have been saying about Chelsea, that Chelsea wouldn't be anywhere near top four. But nice progress under Enzo Maresca overall, but would have been much happier with a win. But didn't get the win. Happy with what we've got. So, let me know what your thoughts and opinions are in the comment section, and do subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you on yet another video. Bye bye, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay blessed.